our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to Schooled Thru Spirit. Host DeEtee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtee was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtee here on Schooled Thru Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. This is a show where I talk to people of different spiritual modalities or just how spirits really kind of touch their life and hear their story. Now, each week I do have a guest. This morning it is Miss Maggie Spalding, and she is an author and just truly amazing. And then I talk about a subject, which is, it's a good one this morning. It's not going to be as long as normal. Obviously, good morning, Kevin. And then we have the reading at the end of the week, which I got a surprise for you guys for that. But, and I do apologize for being late today, guys. I scheduled my doctor's appointment for like 7:45 this morning. My time should have worked out great, but then the doctor was running behind. Who would have thought on a Monday morning, like second appointment, the doctor be running late? But it happened. So apologize for anybody that thinks that I wasn't showing up today. I did, but here we go. So this morning, I really wanted to talk about something. And, it can be a touchy subject. And I've always thought about talking about it, but I always kind of walk away from it, kind of one of those hee-haw things back and forth. Sorry, guys, I also have a cold to boot. Good morning, Meister Mike. What's up? My nose. Today it's actually a cold, guys. So, of course, as you guys know, good morning, Miss Courtney. Thank you all for being patient with me, coming in late. I went to the doctor first thing this morning, so there you go. And you're going to hear me blow my nose all morning because I do have a cold, and I'm sorry. Good morning, Miss Salone. So I'm going to be nasty blowing my nose all morning, and I'm sorry. Okay, so Neil, and we're going to be a really quick discussion because obviously I'm late. So Neil wrote today, and it really took me a minute. It took a minute to sink in, but I was like, God, these are lessons I've been learning over the last couple of years. So they ended up being huge. But it says that all families have troubles in them. Problem-free families do not exist. Indeed, the challenges in families are families' greatest gifts. Now, it's kind of like, what does that mean? And I'm really thankful that he really goes on to explain this. It says, how else could we be healed of all the false notions we have about what it means to be human? How else could we learn of real love, the true compensation, or true compassion, not compensation, oh my God, and a total acceptance? There is, of course, nothing to learn. This is always for us to remember what we've always known, and therefore we don't condemn Uncle Charlie or Aunt Matilda and show them that it means to be fully human so that we can find their way back home. Now, yeah, he explains a lot. Yeah, kind of generic. Yeah, kind of deep. All of it all at once, and I know that kind of sounds confusing coming from me. Good morning. Oh, Tim, you made it. So yes, I know, me either. So what does that mean? Where's my exploration been the last couple of years? Because I've really been working on this over the last few years. I mean, hardcore, and I think we all can get, I don't want to say a little judgmental, but a little questioning, maybe of our children. You might have that aunt or uncle, whatever it might be, within the family, kind of looking at people within the family like, I didn't teach you that way, or I wasn't taught that, or I wasn't groomed that way. Instead of really kind of just holding back and letting people be who they are. Makes sense? We find it, it's easy within our friends to know, oh, we shouldn't be that way. It's easy. We get confused. Yeah. It's really easy, when it comes to other people. I am the first person in my family, or probably amongst a lot of my friends, not all of them, but a lot of them. I've got a lot of like-minded friends. So I won't even say a lot of them. But I have this saying of looking at people when I see people that are down and out or doing something that might be questionable, I just kind of look at it and go, well, there's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a reason. Maybe it's just the way they are. Maybe it's how they're experimenting life. But there's got to be a reason. And it's really not my place to judge. It's not my place to judge. It's not my place to question somebody else's actions. It really isn't. But in that family dynamic, guys, it can really be hard, can't it? I mean, it can be so hard not to look at that. Good morning, Miss Carol, within our family. Why? Because I think it's because it's a little closer to home. Sometimes we think, oh, we have the right to do that, whatever it might be. But I will tell you what, the family is the one place we should never judge. The family is the one place that, we should not judge and we should not be judged. Okay. Um, and when I was reading about this morning and I was thinking about this, it really brought to mind a book. I believe it's called The Life of Billy Fingers. Phenomenal book, guys. Phenomenal book. And it's a true story. Just so you know, if anybody wants to read it, true story. And it's written by a lady who's got her shit together. I mean, we're talking, I don't know if she's she's a psychologist or a dentist or something. I don't know. She's over on the East Coast. She's a lady that's got it all together. And she had this brother that was just a partying type whore. Let's just put it out there. You know what? For whatever you want to call the person, whatever realm you want to put this place in, and he was a partier, he was a drug taker, he would drink all the time, he was running all over the place, rarely had a job, just whatever. And he was the black sheep of the family, and the family had nothing but judgment on him. Horrible judgment. And I think a lot of families do that. So I'm not dissing this family or any other family. But isn't it a great book? But what happened is he died. And the whole family is kind of like, well, serves his ass right for being this, that, and the other, and everything else. And what happened is after he passed away, he started coming back to his sister and speaking to her. And together they wrote a book about him and his experiences. And I'm not going to sit there and advocate everybody just fall off the deep end and start drinking and drugs and everything else, because this was just Billy Finger's life. This was his life. Okay. This was his soul's growth. But they found when he was able to come back and speak to her that through this life that he led, this extraordinary life that he led, he had so many experiences, experience after experience after experience. And it was soul growth after soul growth after soul growth. And it was just amazing. And what he was able to do, for lack of better terminology, level up his soul, just boom, 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 level it up. And when he went back to heaven and really just kind of processed it all of a sudden it was like, wow, he got so much more out of life than possibly his sister was doing on the straight and narrow. And it really made me think, wow, what would have been if he was also embraced by the family while he was alive, embraced and received that type of encouragement, that type of unconditional love. What more would his soul have enjoyed? What more would his soul have taken in? Because truly, it is within the family dynamic that we learn so many lessons. And being able to literally run your life the way you want to run it, do the things that you want to do. Because truly, at the end of the day, the only person that can judge you is you. No family member, nobody has the right to judge you. Nobody has the right to say, oh my God, you're doing this wrong, or oh my God, you're doing that wrong, because really nobody knows the story behind it. And when I talk about the story behind it, I'm talking all the way back to heaven and your soul contract and what your purpose is here. And that's what I'm talking about. This isn't about, oh my gosh, you went out and got drunk last night and, picked up the last person on the last bar stool on the way out and had a great time and, can't remember it the next morning. Not that type, but any type of issue. Any at all. Nobody has a right to judge you because they don't know what you bargained for. They have no clue what you wanted to come here and learn about. And within the family, I would say that is the biggest thing for us to learn, isn't it? Huge. Because it's so easy within a family unit to judge somebody. It is so easy to sit here and throw a stone or to snicker. Everybody's got that aunt or uncle, or you've heard the stories about, oh my God, Matilda or Aunt Tilly's in the kitchen sipping off the bottle of sherry. I mean, two tablespoons in, 2 cups in. And people want to talk about or make fun, but why? Why? Isn't it within the family to be compassionate? Isn't it within the family to look at somebody without that judgment? Now, I'm not ridiculing anybody because all families do it. But when you learn to not do that, when you learn to look at Aunt Tilly and go, wow, pretty cool. Aunt Tilly's the life of the party. Aunt Tilly's being her best self. You wouldn't believe how much more growth your soul is getting. It's incredible. It's incredible to know how much in here your growth is. How much when you look inside your family dynamic and you start to hear the judgment in your head and you go, you know what? It's not mine to judge. It's mine to look at this and figure out for myself, why is this bothering me? Why is it bothering me that Aunt Tilly's in the kitchen taking 2 sips in and two tablespoons? Why is that bothering me? What is wrong within my dynamic? What do I have to work on within myself that I feel there's something wrong with that? Perfect, baby girl. Go sit on the bed, baby girl. Sorry, guys. Granddaughter's really close. I'm not apologizing for that because she's the love of, one of the loves of my life. But really to be able to sit back and go, wow, what's that dynamic? What is that love? What is it within me? Because not only in that circumstance are you giving that family member, that person, that space to be themselves, their space to have that protected ability to grow, that space that they can go, whoa, wait a second. I know when I'm in this location, I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm not ridiculed, I'm not judged. And it gives them a safe place to process other things in their life. But also, it gives you, as a person, that space to level up your soul. Because as much as that person's out doing whatever they want to do, honey, she's not feeling good today. That's why she's home. So not only does it give that person the safe place, but they're also giving you a place to learn and a place to grow. That's what they're doing for you. They're giving you this. And isn't that just amazing? It's amazing when you think of the dynamic and how that really was just set up, how that is set up as a whole, as everything within ourselves to be able to have that environment. And I think about how we do this, and I think about how life has been set up. I got a message. My guess she's not here. Sorry, guys. So it really is the dynamic of all of that. And you think about it, I mean, we always look at family as so many different things. When we look at family, we look at Christmas dinner, we think of, if you think about let's even move it back a little bit. I'm going to keep talking till I see my guest, guys. So if you look at family from, say a child's state of point of view, my granddaughter's 5. She's already planning kids. She's already planning the one thing she wants to do when she gets bigger is to make a baby. She doesn't know how it happened. She doesn't know how that thing comes about. She doesn't know nothing, but you know what? She wants to grow up to be a mom, and she's already said she wants 5 kids. That's a lot of kids, but it's something she's already looking at. She's looking at the family dynamic. She loves her mommy. She loves her nanny. She loves her daddy, and she loves that concept. So to have babies is a natural thing for a little girl to say she wants, even though she doesn't get the rest of it. Now, as she grows up, as long, she keeps that thought process. Kids grow up and they think about when they think about families, they think about that. They look at, that's nuts that you're mentioning this. That's awesome. That oh my God, Mike, that's a lot of baby. I know. She spit out a few extra, but she's tallied back to 5. But when you think about what does family mean to you when you get older, you know? I mean, you get older, if you do this the society correct way and you get married and you decide you're going to have these children, you're going to plan the children, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Everybody's going to have this correct dynamic of what family is in their head. Okay. And then as they grow up, and they keep, they have these children and then these, hi, Sherry, and then these kick these children out of them. And life is amazing. Life is amazing because all of a sudden family's all about this cute little baby and mom and dad. And that family dynamic, the thought process starts to change a little bit with the second and third kid. Come on, let's be honest. Try 12 on the 13th of June. Oh my God, Tim, you do have lots babies. Um, oh, my nose, my poor nose. So when you look at that, the dynamics change. And then you really hope that as your children are raising, that you know what, you are that perfect parent and you're thinking about giving that space to grow and that space to learn and that space to be themselves. That's what we're trying for, isn't it? And then the beautiful concept that happens, you start to have grandchildren. You know, you start to have grandchildren. Families get together for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And we talk about the stories. We talk about the stories about family and all the gossip and all of that. And gosh, so and so showing up this time. Huh, hell, if I know, he'd probably be better off not coming in because all he's going to do is this, that, and the other, and he's just going to wreck the whole blah blah blah. And what a piss poor way of looking at it, isn't it? When really we should be embracing them and getting together as a family, go searching for them because that's what family's about. That's the dynamic of that community. Because isn't family a community? A community of people that are a little closer knit than the general public, of like-minded, because you're all raised within the same thing. You might have your own ideas as you go on, but you're really at the end of the day, you're all like-minded, aren't we? Which is amazing. And then you gotta go, wait a second. Yeah, what have we done to this person? But then you have to kind of look back at yourself at the end of the day and go, what did I do myself? And I'm going to tell you what you did. You robbed yourself of an opportunity to grow your own soul. Pretty amazing when you look at it that way, huh? You robbed yourself of an experience. You robbed yourself to be able to push past a thought process. That thought process that's really an ego, that really is just the construction of your beliefs up until that point in life. And when you can step back from that thought process and realize that, wait a second, I didn't get to enjoy that, whether it be frustration or love or whatever it is, you robbed yourself of it. And I always think it's pretty cool because you know what happens? Because we all got Aunt Tilly, or we all got that person in our family that's a black sheep. But on the other side of that spectrum, we all have got that mom or that grandma or that sister or dad or whoever that says, just everybody, come on in, come on, take a seat. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. We're a family and we're going to enjoy family. And kudos to that person. Kudos to that person because that person understands the dynamic of that community. They may not understand that they are growing themselves and helping the rest of the people at that table to grow. But kudos to them coming in. Kudos to them saying, you know what, I'm going to force y'all to shut up and take the person in. And who cares if they're falling down drunk? Who cares what the situation is? Who cares if they're showing up in skinny jeans or short shorts or lace top or however they might be showing up that's against your belief system? Because when you sit down and you stop looking at all this and you actually have a conversation with the person about their life or your life, and it doesn't really matter, but you do it in a non-judgmental way, just a place of growth. Wow. The conversations are phenomenal. The growth is phenomenal. And when you stop the frustration, that's naturally what happened between you. Because let's face it, when we all get in our ego, all of us, we get frustrated. We don't want to talk. We don't want to have that conversation with somebody. And it sucks because we want to argue our point. We want to argue why we're right. We want to get to the point of why you're wrong and I'm right. And why the hell are you screwing up your life? So I'm going to suggest everybody order that book or go to the library, The Life of Billy Fingers, because I'm going to tell you, it's an eye opener. It's a huge eye opener to look at that. It really is a huge eye opener. And it's an eye opener to see that not only did he have so much growth within his life, so much growth, but at the same time, he helped everybody else to grow around him, which is insane, which is insane. It really is. And I will tell you what, it makes me look at my own life. It makes me look at my own life. Because I've had one hell of a life. I've had a life of being a victim, and I've had a life of being the bully in one circumstance or another. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum. And I think we all have been. But when I look back over my life, I'm not even close to the person I used to be. But I look back over my life and go, wow, I've had one hell of a life. And then I stop and I think, because I have a multitude of people that come to me and say, thank you so much for helping me. Thank you. You know, even Todd, my producer, said it a few weeks ago when I put out that reach for help. I didn't want to do it. Hell, I've even set up a GoFundMe page that I have refused to publish because my ego is too big. And I didn't want to do it. And Todd's like, you help so many. And I stopped and I had to think about and go, God, what does that statement mean? How could I help people? My life is screwed up, beyond screwed up, and now I barely can even work. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't think this would stop me, but I'll tell you what, pain medication will stop the medium, you know. And I got to choose pain or work. And some days I have to choose no pain. And but I look back over my life and I go, I sure can. I have to look back over my life and go, how is it that this person that I look at and I go, oh my God, I'm so messed up, or I've been so messed up. How can I be a person? Come on in and say hi.
Hi. I'm
Here's
gonna
Emma.
be the card filter.
Yeah, you're gonna do the card reading today? That's your guys' secret. That's your surprise. She's doing the card reading.
Every single time we do the cards, I'm gonna be here and do the card polling. So, and I'll show you what cards we're doing today.
Okay, not right now, later. Okay. Oh, we missed a few. So in a little bit, I'll bring you in. Okay.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.
Perfect. So when I look back at that and I go, how was it that I, as this person I am, have been able to help people? How? I look back on my life and go, wow, it's my life. Wow. She is a natural, Mike. I look back on my life and I go, it's my life. It's my experiences. It's my ups, my downs, my in-betweens, because when I look at people, I don't judge people. I can't, because I'd really be judging myself. Because when I look at somebody, I see me. I see some part of me from some aspect of my life. And I go, whoa. And that's how I'm able to understand somebody. That's how I'm able to connect to somebody, because I see part of that. And it's incredible. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's where it was like, wait a second. I do help people just like everybody else does, because of our lives. It's because of our ups and our downs. So I'll tell you guys, when you look at somebody within your family that you might be a little judgmental on, or you might be a little questioning of their choices or their character, I want you to sit back in your chair and look at yourself and go, yep, I was an idiot once. Or, oh boy, I've been there, done that. And realize this is going to be the biggest one, guys. This is really big for parents, because the biggest excuse I hear ever for a child is, I want to save them from the mistakes I made. You can't. You cannot save your children. You cannot save your family from your mistakes, because mistakes are powerful. Mistakes teach us. Nobody gets on the bike and takes off the first time. I sure can, darling. Nobody gets on a bike the first time and takes off. Nobody does anything without having some hiccups, without falling, without failing. How do you get success if you didn't fall down? You got good as a parent because you had a million mistakes beforehand. And I'll tell you what, I bet you your parents try to sit you down and say, oh my God, I don't want you to have my mistakes. And guess what? You still wouldn't made them anyway, because that's what we do. That's what we do. And that's how we learn. You touch a stove and you burn your finger, guess what? You're probably not going to touch the stove again. Why? Because it hurt the first time. But you can tell your kids all day long, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. They don't understand it. They got to make mistakes. We've got to make mistakes, which is incredible. So let's look at some of these comments, because I'm not sure my guest is coming in. I sent her another email and I don't know if they're not going to her. I've sent them back to the same email that I've gotten from her. And yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing, guys. So I'm just going to keep talking, I guess, for a little bit. And go from there. You know, I don't have Facebook right now, guys. For anybody that thinks that I fell off the world, I did not. And God bless everybody that has messaged me to go, oh my God, did you die? What happened to you? Facebook decided they needed to verify me last week, and I don't know if they're trying to verify me. Nick, are you at work right now? Or are you home, darling? Let me know. I don't know if they're verifying me as, like, give me my little blue check, or they're verifying that, oh my God, you want to come on, dear? Or if they are, I've been trying to get Nick on, like, you don't even know. Or if they're trying to verify me to be a person, like, God, your name is DeEtee and you really do exist. Or if they're trying, hey, Tony, or if, I will send you the link, dear. Or if they're trying to verify me on some other aspect. I'm not quite sure what it's about. So I have been off of Facebook for a little bit now and trying to figure out life with that. But so I do apologize, anybody that has been out there in Facebook. I can't send this by Facebook, Nick. So I'm hoping I still have your email. I do, look at that. Okay. I don't care. Send it anyway. I'm talking to it. Nick, I just sent it to you. Nick, I just sent it to you in email, the link. But now what was I talking about? Oh my gosh. Oh, Facebook land. So I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't know what's going on in Facebook land, guys. I don't know if this is a lesson for me, a lesson for them, or a lesson for whatever's. I don't know. I have no clue. So, but you know what? I'm going to tell you what, everything's for a reason. Just like this morning. Oh my God, I love that, Sloan. I love that. Well, I'm waiting for Nick, and I do. I want to read over a couple of comments, and then we're going to go to break and go from there. So I wanted to go back to a few of Mike's comments here, because oh, your Twitter's under review for the check. I know, isn't it crazy? Yeah, where you not Michael Christopher? I haven't had Michael on for quite a while. It's been like a year. Me and Michael have talked about doing stuff together, Tony, but we've never bridged it to actually make it happen. But he is so flippin' amazing. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. So, Mike put on here, my wife asked me last night what I loved about her and when I love her and why I love her. I told her I am not in love with anything. Is she caring, humble, care about others? Absolutely. But are those reasons I love her? No. When we love the qualities and traits of a person as they stop, or if they stop being that way, that's when resentment comes in. We being falling out of love. Hold on, baby girl. Okay, baby girl.
But we were supposed to do that day.
I can't remember, but we'll figure it out later, okay?
Right. Read the night.
It says Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday. Oh,
I know, we missed it.
We were supposed to clean up the fire pit.
Ash Wednesday is about cleaning up the fire pit, guys. As they stop, or if they stop that way, that's when resentment comes in. We're being falling out of love, but if we love people and the person we're with because of we want to, or even that feel that we have to, that's when love becomes true. No, it's not, baby girl. It's Monday. Go shush. Go watch your tablet. I'm going to tell you what, that is so incredibly true. It really is true because, guys, within life, you know what happens? We change. We grow. We're not the same people we were yesterday. We're not the same people we were, gosh, at 18. Wish I had my body back. But you know what? I love the fact that I've grown and I'm a different person. I love the fact that I am not the person I used to be. And that is incredible. And that's really how we grow, guys. When we look back over our lives and we look at the different segments of who we were never idiots. We were never had shortcomings. We're just amazing, beautiful people. So that being said, guys, give your family a break. Give yourself a break. Don't rob yourself of them. Don't let them rob themselves of you. And you know what? Pick up The Life of Billy Fingers. It's a phenomenal book. It's an easy read, too. We're going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I'm going to have Mr. Nick on. Thank you. See you in a few.
Looking for a holistic solution? Look no further than LimestreetWellness.com. Lime Street Wellness is a full-service Reiki therapy center offering in-person and distant Reiki sessions. Additionally, Lime Street Wellness is committed to helping clients co-create healthier outcomes with hypnosis, QHHT, and intuitive advice. Lime Street Wellness is committed to helping all that are seeking to co-create better health, peace of mind, and greater freedom. Reiki Master Kevin Mackey uses energy medicine, hypnosis, mindfulness, and intuitive guidance to assist in uncovering, understanding, and removing any blocks or energy cords or mental mindsets that may be intruding and causing needless suffering. Visit Lime Street Wellness today at LimestreetWellness.com. That's LimestreetWellness.com.
Hello, everybody. This is DeEtee here back with Schooled Thru Spirit on WLTK-DB. My original host, Miss Maggie Spalding, the author, has not showed up. I don't know what's going on. Go away for a few minutes. Okay, go away. Go away. Till it's your turn. But I'm so happy that Nick, go away. Okay. So I'm very happy. I can't get this out. It's hard to do a show with a 5-year-old that won't listen, is not going to have her toys later on in life. Just because of it. Now she's listening. My guest today now is going to be Mr. Nick Sarlo. Mr. Nick Sarlo is the creator, the beginning, the creation of the Shadow Hunters. He's also got some beautiful segments that he does, different shows that he's just started on Facebook, on YouTube, and he is the founder of a huge Paracon that's going to be happening here in my location called Spirits in the Spring at Broadhead Manor. Nick, come on in. Oh my God, we finally made it somehow.
Right?
And the other secret here, guys, I've been trying to get Nick on the show for months, and we have to go by his schedule because he has a 9-to-5 job. and it never works. It just never
Mhm.
works because 9 to 5s don't like to give out schedules early.
No, they don't. Absolutely not.
So he just sent me a schedule. I'm like, dude, I got those filled. So just to be able to get Nick in is a blessing. So I'm so glad you came in.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
tell everybody a little bit about you, Sir Nick.
Yeah. So my name is Nick Sarlo. I'm the founder of Shadow Hunters Paranormal Investigation and Events. We've been investigating for about 18 years now, um, and we have a great time doing it. It's a lot of fun, and my main thing is trying to figure out if the afterlife still exists. What happens when we die and everything. And even though I've been doing this for about 18 years, I'm still a big skeptic.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how did you get into this?
So I got into the paranormal after a girl we knew very well named Jackie Stanislawski. She had passed away, unfortunately, from a car accident.
Oh boy.
And so before any of that, like she was dating my cousin at a point, and she became really close to the family. She would come to bonfires, barbecues, and all that kind of stuff. And um, when she had passed away, I was very, very heartbroken, and um, it was just because it was somebody really, really close. I've had grandparents die and all that kind of stuff, but this felt completely different.
Right.
And after the wake and the funeral, she passed away about 3 weeks before Christmas, so it was really hard then to. But my experience happened with her in July. I was 18 years old at the time, and it was very, very hot outside. It was about like 90 degrees,
Yeah.
and just sitting in my room watching TV, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it got to almost, like, to the point where you can see your own breath, like, in my room, and I was like, "Alright, what's going on here?"
Right.
And then all of a sudden, all these thoughts of Jackie were going around my mind of stuff we used to do, say to each other, and all that kinda stuff, and Jackie had a very distinct scent about her. That scent came into the room,
Okay.
and then I felt the classic hand on my shoulder, and while all this is going on, I that was the most comfortable I've ever felt. I wasn't nervous, I wasn't scared, everything was calm, everything was peaceful. And while all that's going on, it was kinda like I was in a trance a little bit, just, like, out of it. And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden, I snapped out of it. And it lasted maybe 20 seconds. Everything went back to being very hot in my room, everything there. And ever since that day, I was like, "All right, I think I had a ghostly encounter or something." So,
Right. That's
but yeah,
incredible.
that's how I got started. And before that experience, I didn't believe in ghosts. I was like, "Nope, no such thing. I don't think so."
And now you've been searching ever since,
Oh god, yeah.
which is
And I think what it is Jackie kind of put me on a different path than
mm,
maybe the path I was originally supposed to take.
okay.
And I kind of go with that. It's nice too because I've met so many fantastic people. If I wouldn't have had that experience, I would not have met you.
Okay.
I would not have been on the show. There would have been no spirits in the spring. There would have been
Yeah,
none.
which is incredible, isn't it incredible how spirit will come in and just change the whole dynamic of your life?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
and I'm not even talking about, like, going into, like, paranormal and all that type of stuff, but,
Oh
like,
yeah.
in any aspect, a spirit comes in, whether you wanna call it the hand of God, your loved ones, your guides, universe, whatever, and they
Mhm.
just kinda go, "Hey, let's nudge you a little bit this way." It doesn't take much either,
Oh god, no,
you know? It
absolutely
doesn't
not.
take much, which is incredible,
Hmm.
you know? So let's talk about this spirit in this or not spirit in the spring. I wanna talk about, shadow hunters. How
Yeah.
did this get started? How did
So,
this
sh-
get
so
started?
Shadowhunters did get started because of that experience that I did have, and I was like, you know what, I really want to focus in on this, and I want to see exactly what that was. And
Mhm.
so I got some friends along, and I was like, you know what, you guys want to go ghost hunting? We didn't know anything about protecting yourself or any of that kind of stuff, and the only person who's originally still on the team is Patrick. Pat
Oh,
started with me and the only reason Pat started, for those that may not know, Pat unfortunately was shot in the NIU shooting that
oh,
happened on Valentine's Day. And when that hit him, he started having his own paranormal experience and all that. Um,
right.
so, I mean, Pat still has some PTSD. He's got a lot of it, and all that. But Pat is a great guy. And Pat and me have been friends since fifth grade. We went to school together and everything. So, um, but yeah, Pat's been on the team ever since, and we've had people that were on the team that have kind of fallen off because they're like, oh, we're not famous and all that. I was like, well, that's really not what it's about, but okay. And they expected to get paid. I can't
That's
pay
a
you.
big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, this is not that type of job. Like, this is a volunteer based thing.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And sometimes if we get a gig that pays, hey, that's cool, But if we don't, we don't. It's not the
Right.
end of the world.
And that ends up
Um,
being a big thing, isn't it? Because
yeah,
people are surprised that it costs money. I
yeah,
mean, paranormal costs. I mean, unless you have a big show someplace,
hmm
paranormal costs money. It's not free to get
no,
into events. It's not free to get equipment. It's not free for all this. They
right.
don't just hand it to you.
So, like for our equipment, for example, everything total that we have is about 8 grand right there. Our camera alone costs about $850, and we all had to save for that kind of stuff. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we have a team bank account, but that's only for like here and there. We'll throw like $20 in or whatever, and we'll use that for if we're going to a hotel, we need a place to stay or food or anything like that. But
Right.
everything, it's all out of our pockets. Like we don't
Mhm.
get paid to do this or anything like that. And a lot of people think I'm nuts because of that. They're like, "What do you mean you don't get paid?" I was like, "We don't get paid. We Because my thing is, why would I charge somebody to do a service to try to help them out? Like I'm not going to charge you. Like we have never ever charged for an investigation, and we never will.
Right.
Um, yeah, for our Paracon, we're charging, but half of that money though is going to charity anyways.
Well,
So,
it is.
um, but
Yeah, that
anyways, with shadow hunters, we, as time went on and all that, I found other people that were very interested and all that. We got Sharon in on the
Mhm.
team, or we like to call her Grandma Sharon and Grandpa Greg, because they're the oldest. Um, Sharon looks like Betty White, so it's pretty funny.
She
Um,
does.
she does.
She does.
She's and Sharon's got an attitude too. Like if
Does.
just
I love Sharon.
just don't piss Sharon off. But Sharon's a great lady. I love Sharon. Greg too. Greg was also on another paranormal team in Chicago, and then got introduced with us. The only reason he found us is because my cousin Lori, who unfortunately did pass away, she knew Greg really well. And she goes, "Oh, you need to, talk to this paranormal team." Is my cousin. All of a sudden at our next event, there's Greg, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I just heard of you. Um, but no, I mean, it's right now it's a team of 12 people, and yeah, we do have a lot on the team, but we figure if somebody can't make an investigation, that's where another person can step in,
Right.
and kind of like back and forth, back and forth. The only time you'll ever see all 12 of us is at a major event that we're having. You'll never see all 12 just because our schedules just don't mix
They don't
at
mix, they
all.
don't come together.
Hmm
Yeah, which is credible. So I wanna talk about the new thing you're doing here,
Yeah.
in 60 I bring up Facebook and learn about it, but I don't have
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
right now. I went, "Oh, I'm gonna" yeah, I can't read you Nick's bio. Whoops.
um,
Okay,
so,
let's
yeah,
talk about
we're
this.
doing a new show. It's called Haunted Locations in 60 Seconds. And
Mhm.
the only reason we're doing the show is so we can kind of bring other locations alive. And so that way other people can know about the other locations.
Mhm.
So, kind of like, in a small sense, we're helping the locations out and all that, and we put a little twist in it. I have to do it in 60 seconds. So
Mhm.
it's funny when you watch these videos because you'll see my face like, "Oh, crap! I only have 20 seconds left. I have so much more to explain." And
Right,
sometimes I'll go past the time, sometimes I won't. But it's just a fun thing that we started to do, and I was shocked that by the amount of people watching the show.
right,
Wow, like all these people are very interested in all these places and all that. And because of that, we are actually going to be doing a live show on Facebook now called Haunted Locations in 60 Minutes.
I love that.
In the 60 minutes, we'll bring on actual investigators that have been to these locations so they can put a little bit more in depth spin on the location. So, for our first show, we're doing Old South Pittsburgh Hospital
Oh,
this Thursday. and we're going to have Ronnie D, the owner of Old South, on, and he's going to be talking about everything with the location and just kind of a fun way for our fans and everybody to kind of get to interact with you know the either the owner, other investigators, and just really get to know that location and why it's so actively haunted.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. I keep thinking you should be on TikTok too in 60, but you could do it in like 3 minutes there.
Right. Well, it surprisingly, our TikToks have kind of blown up because of the show too, because we've put it on TikTok.
I love that.
But our YouTube is, but
Right.
TikTok is going up, and our Instagram is going up too. A lot of people are watching on Instagram too. So we decided just to release it all over, and whatever it does good on, it does good on.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. I love that. And I love the fact that, you have these ideas and you're like, let's do it. I have an idea. Let's do it,
Mhm.
and you're just following that,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
I love it.
Usually, a long time ago when I was younger, I wouldn't do that. I would
Well, I
never
just
follow
remember you a year ago.
Mhm.
You were night and day from the person I met a year ago.
Yeah.
You really
Mhm.
are. I mean, when I first met you last year at that event, at Paracon, Meta Pro,
Yeah.
I remember you were like, I mean, Greg, it was we're just coming out of mask, but you had your masks and you were like, you were keeping distance from people. And I don't think it really had anything to do with COVID or germs. It was more like, I'm not comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I
Right.
didn't know at the time it was anxiety. You know what I
Right.
mean? I had
Mhm.
not a clue it was anxiety related until later on when we got to be friends. But I was like, whoa. And to see you now, it's like,
Mhm. Right.
you're no, I got an idea. Let's do it. I got an idea. Let's do it.
Mhm. 'Cause my thing
So
is, just go for it. If it doesn't
yeah,
work, it doesn't work. Try something else.
I love that. I love
Mhm.
that. So let's talk about this wonderful idea you had about a Paracon.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have Spirits in the Spring.
Uh-huh.
Spirits in the Spring is an event that we do every year. This is our 5th year doing it, and the whole reason we got started again was because of Jackie.
Okay.
For those that don't know the story, Jackie's dad, Jim Stanislawski, is a famous magician, and he used to do
Oh,
a thing for his daughter every year called Jackie's Magic. And for that, in order to get in, you would have to bring non-perishable food items to get in to be donated to like a local food shelter.
right.
And before Jackie, or when Jackie had passed away, her parents opened her car and they saw she was doing her own food donation drive without telling anybody. So
Oh,
that's where the whole food donation part comes in. And in order to get into this, it was kind of like a paracon, but it wasn't for paranormal. It was all magicians and stuff like that. And 2 years in a row, we got invited to talk to people about it because Jim knew about my experience with Jackie, his daughter, and all that. And it was a really cool 3-hour professional magic show that you
wow.
got just for bringing food items, and it was really cool. It was a great time, and um, so when Jim kind of got run down from it, and he didn't want to do it anymore, I was like, hmm, why not mix the paranormal with magic and see what happens?
Yeah.
And every year it's been really. I mean, yeah, our first year we had 4 speakers, we had 2 vendors, and we had 20 people show up. But again, we also had it at a local library.
Right.
So we didn't know or anything like that, but then every year it got bigger and better. And this year, when I had met Bill from Broadhead Manor, I was like, ooh, I wonder. So I asked Bill, and he goes, "Yeah, just have it here." So for the first time, we're going to have it at Broadhead Manor.
Mhm.
We have tables and chairs. We have over 40 vendors this time. We have 15 speakers, including
Me.
Miss Diet,
Me.
who is actually speaking first.
Am I
Uh,
speaking first? Oh my
yep,
god.
you are the first speaker.
Oh my gosh. I have to find out what I'm talking about because God knows I don't know how to talk.
And I just this weekend I just got all your music ready together. I got your video ready together. Everything is good to go for that. Um, it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. In order to get in, it's $10, but also food donations. If you
Mhm.
don't bring food donations, then it's $20, and then half of that money will get donated anyways to a local food pantry.
Tim's
Just
telling
wing
me,
it.
"Yeah, just wing it." I love it. Tim,
I
you're
think you do
speaking my
fine.
language.
But I mean, we have remarkable people coming to this paracon, and everybody who wanted to go reached out to me. "Oh,
Mhm.
I would love to be at this Paracon." I explained a little bit about them, and the thing is that a lot of people don't understand about Spirits in the Spring is all the speakers, it's all volunteer based, and it's
Yeah,
volunteer based because of the charity and everything, and I'm so grateful that people would volunteer their time to help us out, help Jackie out, the food donations and everything, and,
which is
um,
huge, which is huge. I'm
I
hoping that, you know what, it's enough food donations that there's like this huge truck, like a big old dumpster truck.
I have a
And just
feeling
go,
that's gonna
just go,
happen,
just
and
go.
we're gonna be going back and forth from Broadhead to Gurney, back and
Yeah.
forth, and which is fine,
Yeah.
fine with me, and, but, I mean, we have amazing guests, we have you, we have, Patty Negri from Ghost Adventures is gonna be there,
Yes, I can't
um
wait to see Patty again.
yeah,
I miss Patty. I miss Patty.
Natalie Jones from
Yes.
Paraflix,
Oh, my
will
God,
be
miss
there,
that
and
too.
then as a last minute surprise, Bill had arranged this, we're gonna have 2 of the stars from Netflix's 28 Days Haunted,
Yep.
Aaron Thompson and Nick Simons, will
Yeah.
be there, uh, signing autographs and all this kinda stuff, and our Paracons are a little bit different just because we always like to make sure everybody's having a good time. There's
Yeah.
never a dull moment.
Right.
So when the speakers aren't speaking, there's going to be different events going on, different activities.
Mhm.
Uh, for example, we have for the first time Battle Michael Myers. So we're going to have Michael Myers in the building. But the thing is, if you pop into him and you freak out, you don't win. But if you into him and you don't say anything, you'll get a prize. So
Oh,
there's always going to be prizes given out. We have somebody was able to get us 4 tickets to Six Flags Great America that will be given out.
was it you or
We're gonna.
somebody else?
What was that?
Was it you or somebody
It
else?
was somebody else, not me.
Yeah, well,
And
just
everybody knows and DeEtee knows I love Six Flags.
he's a Six Flags junkie. I get it, it's a great place to be.
um,
I'm a Mexico junkie, so I feel ya.
see, I took you to Great America. Now you got to take me to Mexico. There we
There
go.
you go.
Um, there's going to be Best Buy gift cards, PetSmart gift cards. Nick Simons is actually he's going to be giving away a brand new SB7 Spirit box to a winner. Never been used before or anything. Um, we're going to have the world's largest paranormal conga line led by Patty Negri all throughout the entire building. We're going to be having uh, what do you call it? Oh, how many
James
selfies?
is James Kirk coming? Tiberius Kirk coming? That would be
James?
cool.
Well, I think with that, it's because Michael Myers' face was actually resembled after Captain Kirk from
Really?
yeah, that's where they had his mask, and all they did is they spray painted it white, and that's Michael Myers.
That would cool. You know what, Cassie? If I could get a Six Flags tickets, I would definitely do a giveaway. I
There
definitely would. You know what I mean? But I got to figure out how to get those tickets first.
you will. I'm
You
sure you will.
know, Nick's like, you got this.
You got it. And then we're gonna be doing, it's something called the selfie challenge, and all the stars and speakers are gonna be lined up against the front, and you have 3 minutes to get as many selfies with these people as possible. Whoever gets the most selfies wins a prize. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, and then there will, of course, be a ghost hunt. There's always a ghost hunt at some one of our events. Now for the ghost hunt though, because the ticket there's so many people, but we can only have 20 people purchase tickets. We're gonna be doing an announcement on the day of the event at noon, how people can get these tickets and everything.
There you go.
Um,
And that's
but
the
yeah,
ghost hunt at night?
yep, ghost hunt will be at night from 8 p.m. till midnight. So you get about a good 4 hours of just straight ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Um, and Deetta's been to the place. It's very,
Yeah.
very active.
It's very active. It's got a lot of communication. I mean, the time I was in there, who I was speaking to kept telling me about secret areas of the building, different places of the building, and Bill
Mhm.
kept going, "How do you know? How?" And he would just puzzled
Yep.
look like, "How do you know this?" And I'm like, "'Cause I'm being told." And he'd be like, "Here it is. Nobody knows about this," you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah, especially if you listen, there's a lot there's heavy and not so heavy there, and it's
Right.
pretty amazing.
But
But
whatever's on that 3rd floor, we're still trying to figure out because it's just it's crazy up there. We'll put it that way.
I want to get to the fourth floor. Bill won't let me in though.
Yeah, so do I. Trying to figure out how to get to this fourth floor.
I know how to get there. It's just if he'll give us the key, you know what I mean? Which
Um,
I love.
but
So
yeah,
you
it's
also have 2 speaking rooms going at the same time, don't
we
you?
do. We have upstairs in the music room, and then we have downstairs.
Yeah,
And then we also have 2 gallery readings.
yeah.
It's from one's gonna be from Patty Negri, and then
Mhm.
one's from this lady named DeEtee. I'm really excited to see her, and when she does this gallery reading. Um,
We'll see how we do, you know? I
I
mean,
think it's gonna go good.
oh, I think it's gonna be phenomenal.
Mhm.
It's gonna be and we're actually running it, and I can't remember what I honestly do not remember what the price are of the tickets because mine and Patty's galleries are paid tickets. So you have to buy a ticket to get into our gallery. But if you buy 2, 1 for each, for both, you get a little bit of a discount. So
Yeah, I
which
think it was it's $50 a person, a speaker,
yeah,
and then it's, if you buy both, you get a $10 discount, so it'll be
there you go.
$90.
Yeah. So and you
Mhm.
don't wanna miss Patty's because oh my god, she's
Well, you don't wanna
amazing.
miss DeEttee's either.
Thank you, I appreciate that, and we're
Um,
just gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be
yeah,
such a blast that day, and I am so lucky because it's like 5 minutes. Well, it's a little bit more than 5 minutes down the road, but you know what? From any event I do, it's, like, literally down the road for me,
right.
which is amazing, so
Mhm.
and I'm hoping I get to help you set up on Friday if that's when you're doing this.
So
Bring your
setup will be
grandkids, let's go.
well, the thing is early that morning, Bill and I, because we were able to finally, get the tables and chairs.
Mhm,
We got all that set up by our wonderful other sponsors, Tribe 3 Productions,
yeah,
who's actually gonna be there all day. They're gonna be taking professional video of people. They're gonna be taking professional pictures.
I can't wait to
Um,
meet them,
yeah,
yeah,
they're great. They're a great group of people. They actually did our first spirits in the spring for us. Um, and also Scary Perry's. It's kind of like your Spirit Halloween, but it's open all year round in
okay,
Chicago. So they wanted to donate and everything, so they helped us out with the tables and chairs. So Bill and I have to drive to Madison that morning with his trailer, put all the tables and chairs in, drive it all the way to Broadhead, set everything up, and then after everything else, on that Monday, we take all the chairs down. We got to drive it back there because otherwise they're like, "Oh, if you want us to deliver it, it's about a $200 charge." We're like, "No, no, no, we're good. We'll pick it up."
it's not
Um,
cheap. It never is cheap, it's always expensive, you
oh
know?
god, yeah. And these are just like the normal chairs too, like normal tables and chairs, and like I think each chair was like $1.50. And I was like, "Oh, that
Yeah.
definitely adds up."
That's a good racket to get into if you think about it,
Yeah.
you know? They're really
Um,
but chairs are getting expensive. It's like 20 bucks a chair to buy one from Walmart, which is insane.
Well, they had these, like, nice wedding chairs that you can look at, and they were, like, $20 a chair. I was like, "Who's gonna pay $20 a chair? No,
People do
thanks.
it. People
People
do
sit their butt in it. I'm good."
it.
Um, no, thanks.
I want a golden chair.
Yeah, right?
You'd be like, "Bring your
Um,
golden chair."
so, yeah, setup will be still on April 21st. We're setting up from 4 to 8, and then as a special thank you to all the vendors and the speakers, everybody from 8 till I wanna say it's either 1 or 2 a.m. you get your own special ghost hunt of the building before
Very
anybody else does. And you can investigate with Patty, Natalie, the guys from 28 Days Haunted, investigate with you, investigate with me. Everybody's going to be there to investigate. So it's going to
yeah,
be a lot of fun. I will probably be really stressed out that day. So it'll be fun, you know?
you'll be fine. Bubble up, buttercup, bubble up, you know?
Um, but I'm really excited that this is going to happen. And like yesterday, it was over 100 days away, and now it's about 45 days away. It's next month already, about a
I
month and a half.
know. It's like, wow, it's crazy, yeah, because it's April 21st or 22nd, I can't remember.
22nd.
Yeah, and I will tell you what, I got this secret that I've been going crazy about because, an event site that I go with all the time, they're doing I begged them to go to Minnesota, I begged them to go to this town, begged them because I wanted to get up there, amazing place to be, and did. They did it for me on the
There
same weekend as their show.
Oh, no.
And I went, "No," because I'm not missing spirits in the spring, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Mhm.
"No." But
Maybe it was
everything's
supposed to
worth
happen
it.
that way.
It's supposed to
I don't
happen that
know.
way. It's
Um,
supposed to happen that way. And
and then
it's
there
it's
is
okay.
There is that other paranormal conference that's going on in September that you were going
I
to.
am part of, yes, Great Lakes.
I actually got a hold of them, and I told them to send me some posters. We're gonna be hanging up posters at Spirits in the Spring
I
to kinda
love
help advertise for them, and
that's
because I
amazing.
figure we're all working together, why not, you
We
know?
are. We are. I mean, if you think about it, I love that because I don't think one should compete against another because we're all here for
Mhm.
the same reason. You know,
Right.
we're all here for the same reason. We're here to, educate and explore
Mhm.
and just have fun with this,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
everybody's angle's a little bit different,
Mhm.
but it's so incredible to see and see what comes from them all. So,
Right.
yeah, and I'm a speaker at the other one too, which is phenomenal. I'm super excited about that. So,
Like Courtney just said, "Pay it forward," and then she says, "Don't forget to bring your dolls to donate to Nick." No, no. If you bring dolls, you will not be entered in the building. I don't do dolls, sorry.
You don't either. We'll hook you up with the producer. He don't like to do dolls either. I always threaten him when he's sick, and I tell him, "Go to bed. Go to bed. You need to take the
I'm
day off." He goes, "No." I'm like, "I'm calling the wifey. I'm telling her to make a canopy of dolls and put it over you because I know he won't get out of bed if that canopy of dolls is there."
Nope. Well, I just found out, or not just found out, but, like, I completely forgot, I'm actually on Todd's show on Friday at 10,
Oh, I love that. You
and
guys
I
can
was like,
talk
"Oh,
about
that's
dolls.
right."
You guys can talk about dolls. Todd's laughing at me. You and Todd can talk about dolls.
Oh, there's private chat, yeah.
I love it. You guys
Oh
could.
god, I can't do dolls for some reason, they scare the crap out of me.
Yep.
I hate
Yep, and yes, Mike loves his dolls. Mike likes his dolls, so which is awesome.
it.
Oh my god, send me some posters for the station. She'll put them up in town. Courtney, are you talking to Nick or are you talking to Todd? I don't know which one you're talking to on that. Um, Ashley Moreno, yes, 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 which is awesome. And I believe Ashley did on Phil. Good morning, Mike. Your ears must have been ringing. Um, I was totally joking. I love you. I love it. Mike, somebody was bringing you up earlier in the show going, "Didn't you weren't you on Mike's show?" And I'm like, "No, not yet. I keep trying. He just doesn't love me enough yet to say yes." I'm kidding, Mike. You know, I know you love me. Yes, I love Mike says he loves his dolls because each one of them has a purpose, which I do love. I love that. I love that. You know. So what else do you have going on with you? What else do you have going on?
Um, it's just pretty much working on Spirits in the Spring right now. Once Spirits is over, we're really going to be digging a lot deeper into haunted locations in 60 seconds, 60 minutes. Um, and a lot of people are sending us emails and stuff like that. And I think we are going to retry the Devil's Toy Box experience again.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're going to try bringing that show back. Um, we're going to try it on Facebook and YouTube first. And if it is successful again, we will then go ahead and bring it over to
You
Paraflix.
mean the Devil's Toy Box?
Yeah, the Devil's Toy Box.
I get to play again?
Yes, you do. Because remember the first time,
We had so much fun.
yeah, and then
It
all
went
the video is
crazy.
gone. I don't
Yeah,
have that video anymore. It's like everything got corrupted.
I'll
It was
tell you what, guys. We did this. He's got this thing called the Devil's Toy Box, and, there you go, Mike, we can do that. I love it. Um, but literally, he has this thing called the Devil's Toy Box. I mean, you're gonna have to describe it to people because I really don't know how to describe this thing.
so the Devil's Toy Box, and the devil has nothing to do with it. It's just a name that was given to it. So the Devil's Toy Box, it's a paranormal. It's pretty much a piece of paranormal equipment, and it's got four mirrors on the side, and it's got one mirror on the top and one mirror on the bottom. So it's got six altogether, and the whole purpose is to enhance paranormal activity. And because of the mirrors are in the paranormal. They're believed to be portals to different worlds and stuff. But when we were putting REM pods in there, we were putting digital voice recorders in there, it was going off by itself. We were getting weird voices in there. And then when we did it over Facebook, people were having paranormal activity happen in their house because of the box. We thought that was the craziest thing because it's like the spirit traveled from one location to another, and it just kept doing it, kept doing it. Natalie Jones, when she did it, she was getting weird stuff with her. I know you felt a couple
Mhm.
different things.
Yep.
Um, we did Penn Paranormal. Um, we did a thing with them, and it was either me or somebody asked. They're like, "Okay, if you're here, if you're at Nick's, I need you to open the glass behind me," and the glass opened. So we were like, "Okay, this is really weird." But then it started getting to the point where I started feeling sick. Certain people started feeling sick. But then when I went back to review all the footage to get it ready for Paraflix, all the footage was corrupted.
Mm,
Every single episode, and we did like 6 episodes, and
yeah.
it was all corrupted. So either it wasn't the right time to put it on, or the spirit did not want to be seen. But we're gonna work on it. We're gonna retry again, and the spirit or the Devil's Toy Box is actually going to be at Spirits in the Spring. We're gonna have
Is
people
it?
kind of look around it. And we're not gonna open it because Bill does not want it opened. But
I don't
it'll be
blame
there.
them.
Yeah, but it'll be there for display, and if people dare to take a picture with it.
Well, I think it's funny because the episode that we did of it, remember, we couldn't get anything to shut up. It was
Yeah,
like noises everywhere. It just, and you're
yeah,
like, this has never happened. Like, I can't, you actually were like turning things off because they were like,
mhm,
it was insane.
right.
It was insane, you know,
And there's nothing with the box. It's just either
box.
the spirit or we don't know. We still can't figure it out. Now, unfortunately, though, the lady that had made it for us, she now has a brain tumor
Oh
that we
no.
just found out, and so we're hoping for the best for Colleen Nada. She's the one who makes these boxes. Usually, these boxes cost about $600 to make because of the mirrors, the painting, and all the time and effort. And we were
Right.
very lucky enough to get. She donated that one to us specifically.
Wow.
Um, so hopefully everything is good with Colleen and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So
Oh, bless her. We'll have to send a prayer out to her.
yeah,
Now, one thing I want to talk about before we end this is you got a beautiful Paraflex hat on.
I do.
How are you joined with Paraflex?
So with Paraflix, this was in 2020, and COVID hit and all that, and I kept seeing online Paraflix. When is this Paraflix? What is this? And so I was very curious. I sent a message to Natalie Jones, and I was like, "Look, we do paranormal stuff with YouTube and all that kind of stuff." And she goes, "Send me some of your work. I'd love to see it." And I sent it, and 3 days later, "Hi, would you like to sign up for Paraflix?" I was like, "Sure." So for those people that don't know, Paraflix is the newest streaming service for paranormal only, nothing else. And it's a great streaming service. It's very cheap too. It's $3.99 a month, or
Yeah,
it's
it's
20.
really inexpensive.
Hold on, let me get my demo card. It
Right.
is or $34.99 a year, which is fantastic. It's a lot cheaper than any of the other streaming services that are out there. But
Right.
this is all paranormal. It's nothing else. It's just all paranormal, which is nice. Music videos, documentaries, actual paranormal investigations, and we're on there. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and you can actually get it on Roku, Amazon Fire, uh, any Android device, Apple device, and it's in talks of possibly going to other services soon. But it's Paraflix is definitely going to be one of the bigger ones to jump on, and Natalie is just one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
She's I love Natalie. She is just the most down to earth, amazing woman. Just
Mhm.
you ever, you know what? If you guys are in anywhere near Broadhead, Wisconsin during Spirit in the Spring, I would encourage you just come in and say hi to Natalie. She's an author. I've had her on the show. She is just so incredibly real. I love her. I love,
Mhm.
love, love Natalie. So, you know, yeah, she's just
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah,
Natalie's great, and
Natalie.
yeah, just download Paraflix. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that. I
yeah,
love that.
there are discounts on there. You can get 10% off your first 3 months.
Yeah,
I think our code is like Shadowhunters 10 or something like that, and you'll get like a certain percentage off. I could be wrong,
yeah,
but I'll try to
yeah.
figure it out.
I love that. Yeah. So look at that, guys. So I know ghost hunters have a discount code also. So there's
Mhm.
different ones out there that Natalie gives. I know I jumped in on the Paraflix one. I think I paid $2.99 a month for mine, which is just it's insane. Oh, I love
Mhm.
that. Flycatcher, 10% off the first 3 months when scheduled, subscribed annually. I love
Yep.
that. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for that so much. So, yeah, and I mean, I'll tell you what, just an amazing service. If this show was paranormal enough, I would submit it to say, let my show be on Paraflex because it's just phenomenal. I love the fact that what they do and all that they're about. So
Now, what I can say about Paraflix is just keep a close eye on DeEtee and me. There could be something coming.
maybe,
That's all I'm gonna say.
maybe. Talks are in the works, guys. Talks are in the works. We're
Mhm.
working on some stuff behind the scenes, but it's time coming. We gotta wait. We gotta
I know.
wait. And so, I don't
Yep.
wanna wait. I don't wanna wait.
I know. Me either.
It
Me
is
either.
what it is. So, is there anything else you wanted to come up and talk about or
I not that I can think of. I was glad that I was finally be able to get on
me
the show
too.
because I was watching. It was funny too because I was getting ready to work out, and I'm looking on my phone. I'm scrolling. I was like, "Oh, Diet's on," and I look, and she's like, "Oh God, my guest isn't here yet." All of a sudden, popped in my mind as soon as you said that, and I was like, "I bet you if I say something, she'd be like, Nick, are you home? Can you come on the show?" Um,
I love it. Well,
yeah,
it happened last week too. My guest had to cancel. I'm like, "What is going on with my guests?" You know?
yeah,
And life happens. Crap just happens,
hmm
and I've got so many amazing people and I know everything's for a reason. And,
yeah,
like with you, I've been trying to get you on and not been able to do it just because I schedule out guys, my guests, usually 1 to 2 months out. So, and Nick doesn't get his schedule
hmm
that far. So it's like in April, I actually scheduled guests that I knew I could move around to get
hmm
Nick in. So I know when Nick came with going, I can get on this day. I can look at one of my guests and say, I'm going to flip you to a different day, and they'd be fine with it. So
right, right.
there we're
Improv
going like,
with Diet. That would be a good show.
that'd be awesome. Oh my God, Tim, I'm coming to your house. First episode, front door, improv Here I am. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know. Well, Nick, thank you so much for coming on and finally able to get you in here and just explore some of this. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. And
it's
I can't wait for everybody to come to Spirits in the Spring because another thing that we didn't talk about is where you're having this at Broadhead Manor, which is in Broadhead, Wisconsin. Broadhead is considered one of the most haunted towns in Wisconsin.
hmm
So it's way up there on the list of haunted places. So you can do a walkabout and get some stuff. So which is pretty incredible.
hmm
You strike me as I love Lucy and Lucille Ball. Can't be.
There
And
you
I
go.
don't drink, which is really sad. Just seen the barrel roll I did off the steps the other day, guys. You would have loved it. And nobody yelled at me. Yes, I hurt the hand, but the doctor today said it was okay. That was the reason I was late today, guys, is I did a barrel roll and I had to go get the hand checked. So um there you go.
You
So
really went to Florida and rode a roller coaster with that hand, didn't you? That's why it hurts.
no, actually I had reconstructive surgery two
Mhm.
and a half weeks ago. But yeah, are you kidding me? I have got, and I will tell you guys, this is a little tidbit about Nick. We already talked about a little bit how he loves Great America. The man lives for Great America. Like 10 seconds down the road, that's his happy place, which is awesome. But he also he's like one of the creatures for Fright Fest, or you know what I mean, for all
Mhm.
of, I mean, this man is paranormal to the 10th. He dresses up in a costume, and I got some amazing pictures of him.
Yes.
Again, if I had Facebook right now, I'd bring one up for you guys. And I guess I went and took many pictures of Nick last summer. I have got a grandson that when we go to Great America, he's like, "Where's Nick? Where's Nick?" And we have to find Nick. Thank God I know where Nick is at because he will not leave until we've seen Nick. And because Nick, we show up and Nick's like, "Let's go," and he's on the kiddie rides with my grandson who is
Yeah.
3. Well, we're not even 3 at the time, and just a huge fan of it and exploring of it, and it's always an awesome time.
And
So
that was great too. Your grandson, he was not even scared of me when I was in costume. He's just like, "Oh,
yeah,
whatever," you know?
yeah. My granddaughter's like, "Let's go ride the demon. Let's go." She's planning the demon already. She's already got the tape measure out to see if my grandson's tall enough for the demon yet.
Mhm.
She's like, "You gotta go." And she's measuring herself because she wants to go on the Viper and other things,
Oh, there you go.
but she's gotta be tall enough for it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Are you crazy? Are you
Soon.
crazy?"
Soon.
I'm putting them on with you, Nick. I'm putting Nick. Addie, go with Nick.
Go, go.
You want to come up and say hi, Nick?
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
Do you remember Nick? Great America, the Demon? Do you remember our scary guy in makeup? You know Nick from the scary makeup, don't you? You've never seen Nick out of
There we
makeup.
go.
There you go. Do you remember Nick now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
You only seen Nick in makeup. You haven't. This is the first time you've seen Nick out of makeup, huh? Yeah. Dawson knows Nick in and out of makeup.
I look
so.
even scarier without makeup. It's okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to tell Nick bye,
Bye-bye.
and we're gonna have to.
Bye.
We'll be back in a few minutes with our card pull.
Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes with our card pull, and it'll be all in, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Beautiful. And Nick, thank you so much for coming on, and for everybody else, she'll be back in a
No
few minutes.
problem.
You
Bye,
want-
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Download the new station calendar and never miss another show. To get it is simple and free. Just visit WLTK-DB.com to download or tap the subscribe button on our mobile app. Once the file is in your downloads folder, just double-click it, authorize it to your calendar, and boom, you have every show listed. Not only does it list the shows, but also the links to watch them live. We would like to thank Danny Loosemore for developing this for us and hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Get yours now at WLTK-DB.com or just click subscribe on our mobile app. See you at the shows. Put the power of this station in the palm of your hand and download our mobile app. Visit the App Store, Google Play, and search for WLTK-DB Talk Radio and download the app for free. Listen to past shows, download our station calendar right to yours, and even shop the WLTK-DB Talk Radio mobile app. Now available on the App Store and Google Play. Download yours now.
Say hello, everybody. Welcome back to Schooled Thru Spirit here on WLTK-DB.com. This is me and Addie wanted to do the card pull. And we are doing this because Miss Lori asked her the next time, give my girl a hug for you, please. Lori says, give you a hug. Can you say I'm giving you one back, Lori?
I'll give you one back.
There you go. Be careful. So Addie is going to help me with my card pull because Addie's been pulling cards for a couple of years now, guys. She's actually done it on TikTok herself. So she's gonna do the card. She's like, oh, thank you, sweetie. And I'm gonna explain it a little bit more, huh? So we're gonna use Whispers, Nature's Whispers cards to begin with.
And then we're gonna do my unicorn one, so.
Yeah, for one card, huh? So can we pull the first card? Can you show that to them and say it's Bountiful Harvest?
It's Bountiful Harvest.
Yep, and it's all about this is your time to look at everything around you, and it's time to take it in and realize everything that you have in life and that you should be happy with what you have, huh? Because you got a lot.
Because I couldn't hear you because you did it so fast.
I did it so fast. Say, it's about look what's around you.
Look what's around you.
And realize how blessed you are.
And realize how blessed you are.
And that more is coming to you.
And the more is coming to
you. Beautiful. Okay. That's card number one. Say card number two.
Card number two
is the big picture. Can you show that to him?
The big picture.
Say it's time to look at the big things, not the little.
Time to look at the big things, not the little. The little stay over there.
Yeah, gotta look at the big picture because it's the big picture that counts, huh?
Yeah, the little pictures go over here.
Yeah.
But big pictures go over here.
And we got to look at the big picture. Where are we trying to get to, huh?
Hey, why is the camera facing the wrong way? The hand isn't supposed to be facing this way.
It's just backwards, that's all. Okay,
Just turn
card
it
number 3.
around.
Card number 3. Can you say it's all about adventure?
All of that adventure.
What's adventure mean? Is it time to just go play and to grow and have fun?
Yes, it is.
Okay, tell them that.
Kind of.
It's all about playing and having fun. It's about playing and having fun.
It's about playing and having fun
And doing what you want to do in life.
and doing what you want to do in life.
Okay, pretty tough. So follow your passions, huh? Maintain your childlike spirit.
Maintain your childlike spirit.
It's about being a kid and having fun.
It's about being a kid and having fun.
Yep, having fun, huh? Okay, and our last card for this deck. Can you pull one last? Okay, pull one more card. Can you grab it? Oh, she's got to pull one from the middle of the deck, guys. That's my girl. You got it? Just one. Okay. Oh, potential gateway. If you picked card number 5, can you say potential gateway?
No, it's a 5 and a 0.
Card number 50, potential gateway.
Potential gateway, and it means, what does it mean?
It means that there's opportunities coming.
There's opportunities coming.
You have to look within to find them.
Have to look within to find them.
That's it.
That's it.
So tell them card number 1
Card number 1,
was bountiful harvest.
bountiful harvest.
Card number 2,
Card number 2,
the big picture.
the big picture.
Okay, put those down. Card number 3 was adventure. I know, look at that one. Card number 3, the adventure.
Card number 3 was adventure, and it's number 33.
30.
30.
And card number 4 is maintain your childlike spirit. That was a 27.
27. This is 27.
Yep, and it's maintain your childlike spirit.
It's maintaining childlike spirit.
And the last card is potential gateway.
And it's number 55.
Number 50.
Number 50.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, she did. Awesome. Everybody's saying you did a great job there. Okay, do you want to pick one more card, a clarification card to bring them all together?
What if we just do 6 more cards?
No, not 6 more cards. Pick one card out of there as a clarified. Now, this is her deck, guys. This is a deck I bought for her. She's got no more knowledge about these than me. But it's her unicorn cards. It's her unicorn cards. Always 5 cards make a single sense. Exactly, Tim. Even when a 5-year-old's doing it. Can you pick one card for them? Okay, pick 2. No, pick 2. Evelyn? Pick 2 cards. You want that card? Okay. It says not a stone, simplicity. Remember what this card means? Make it simple, huh?
Make it simple.
Nothing in life is hard, is it?
I can't pick one.
Just grab one. You don't get to pick and choose. Pick one card. That's not how this works. She's trying to find the best card for you guys. Pick one card.
I want the animal with the rhinoceros card.
Well, maybe that'll show up next time. Grab one. This card? Okay. Adeline. This card. Okay. So, I like this one. The last card she's picking as an amplifier is intensity. Intensity. Honestly, guys, these are both phenomenal extra cards here because one is making it simple. Don't make things harder than what it is. Don't make things harder than what it is. And it is about the intensity because really life is about what are you going to put into it? What are you not going to put into it? You know? Okay, one last card. Oh, you love this card, don't you? It's purity. It's your purity card. She loves this card, guys. And this card really is about just bringing things down because when you're looking into your heart, guys, and you pair that with any one of these, it's what your heart desires in here. It's about what you're going to bring out in the heart's desire of that.
That one's number 1.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, I will tell you, she'd pull out every card for you guys if she could. This is what we do in our spare time.
Can I go over the cards so that we
You sure
the
can.
numbers?
You can go
So
over the
we
numbers.
have the dragon unicorn was number 1. So.
Yeah. Purity.
and the
Not a wave.
not away.
This one's not a wave.
I need to do this.
Okay, do that one.
So what was this is called?
That was simplicity. Keep
Simple.
it simple.
Keep it simple and
Simple.
what number?
That was card number 19.
Number 19 and
Okay, your last one. 21.
this one is 21 and it's to make waves grow.
Make waves grilled in intensity, huh? As your
Make
passion grows.
waves as your passion grows.
There we go.
We'll see you next time.
I love it. Okay, guys, I want to talk about our shows really quick. We're going to put some cards away. I hope you guys love this. What is the deck that needed that for my granddaughter or for your daughter? Let me bring it up to you guys. It is Pablo Baraby Unicorns deck. I love this. It was a great starter deck for her. She's been playing with it year and a half now. A lot of times she just looks at the cards and the pretty pictures and she talks about what it looks like, and or she'll ask me what I think it means, and then she'll go what she feels it means. It's just a great way to start kids off on cards.
Yeah, and buy your own kids your own stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my mother likes it because it's a math essential. I don't know what that means, but math essential.
There you go.
And make sure you buy this for your kids.
Ty, can you put up in the private chat all the shows? Because obviously I can't get to my Facebook to talk about them all. But we do have a lot of fun. You know what? She has a lot of fun. She'll come on my TikTok and do cards. Those are plain deck cards. Yep. She's even learning tarot decks.
Yeah.
She wanted to do her tarot cards, but we are slowly learning her tarot cards, aren't we? So
Yeah, these were from Lori, and I just wanted to say thank you, Lori, if she was on here.
yeah, she is on here. And you love your tarot deck, don't you?
Thank you, Lori. I love them. They're the best.
They're the best. She's like, oh, you're welcome. She does. She loves her cards, and she loves presents too, guys. She loves presents.
Yeah, this is my
Yes,
nanny's.
she does a great job, huh? You do a great job.
I tricked her that this was the unicorn lady, but it was hers.
Yes, one of my best friends, she calls the unicorn lady. But I took Addie with me to New York when I went to New York to talk in church. And it was my birthday weekend. So me and Addie went to New York over my birthday weekend, and we had a great time.
And she got me this.
Yep. And literally when we were in there, Addie was asking me to buy things for a friend of mine. So I was buying it.
And we got this a pencil.
Yeah.
A pencil.
And literally she picked this stuff out. So I went, okay, not a big deal. And then when we got back in the car, she's like, Nani, can I have all this stuff? And I said, yeah. And she's putting things in boxes and this and that. And next thing you know, she hands it to me and says, happy birthday, Nani. And I said, what's that for? And she goes, I tricked you. I wanted to get you a birthday present. So she bought me a box. It's literally a box with a hand on it.
And
yeah. And then get this, guys. I don't like blue. She knows I don't like blue, but she picked this. And it says, follow your dreams.
And I put it in there.
And she put it in the hand box, which is awesome.
And this is her other presents. I get her the same thing every year.
Okay, so let's talk about the shows this week, guys. So we have Monday. You want to help me with these shows? So we have Monday mornings, as you know, with Schooled Thru Spirit with me and Addie. With me and Addie when Addie's home from school anyway. We have got Monday Morning Monsters with Barnaby Jones. He's at noon. Beyond the Afterlife with Ashley and Ben is tonight at 7 p.m.
And I'll be here.
You'll be here. We've got Be the Change with Christina Bloom at 8 p.m. And right after that, she comes back on with the Paranormal Room with Christina Bloom and Logan Jacobson.
I'll be there too.
You're going to get your finger on your nose. We have got, every kid does it, right? Tuesday morning, we are going to start with Exploring the Paranormal with Heather Lee at 9 a.m. After that is Slipstream and Shaman with Todd Wilcox at noon. Ane, oh my God, Ane Shin, she comes in with doing card readings at 5 p.m. Unfiltered with Mike and myself we are at 6 p.m. and we love to come in. I do the readings. Mike does the coaching on the reading. At 6 p.m. is Moment to Moment with Linda Hope. And 7 p.m. is Spirits Are Talking with Lisa. And that is what we got at least for 2 days. At least for 2 days. And guys, we have show after show after show, which is phenomenal.
And I'll be here every carpool show.
Yup. Oh, I love it. Light It Up Blue for Autism in April. Oh, that's awesome. And thank you guys for enjoying me and Addie. She loves to come on. If she could, she would stay home every Monday morning and do this with me, huh? She would. Straight up, guys, she just wasn't feeling the best. She's got a small cold, but she exhausted herself. Stop, cough, cover your mouth. So as you can see, she got little dark eyes because she didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So she was like, Nani, can I stay home with you? And I said, only if you do your card pull today, huh? Only if you do the card pull. So, oh my gosh, guys. I want to just say thank you guys for coming in, sit back, baby, and supporting me as always and listening to us. We love, love, love these. I want to talk about hopefully my next week's guest. I'm not batting so well with guests here, guys. We have to do something about that, don't we? Because I've had 2 weeks in a row. Okay.
Mommy,
Oh,
can I ask you this question?
what's your question?
Is it okay every time that I'm not in your office? So when I'm supposed to be here, can you put this up so they know that I'm going to be here?
I can. Okay.
This will stay in your office?
That'll stay in my office. And I guess if I have a secret guest, we'll just put this up so they know it's my secret, huh? Yeah. So next week we have Mike Pazarowski. Mike is a psychic medium. Very, very, very good one. And he is out of, I do believe, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mike has been around a long time. I've actually been secretly following Mike for a long time on Facebook. I've introduced myself to Mike, but Mike doesn't know who I am in person. Just because, so he reached out to me on the show, and I was so excited that he wanted to come on. So we're going to have him on and just explore his life and everything about Mike next week. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go put her down for a nap, guys. I might take one with her because it's just been an eventful morning already. Or we'll just go eat ice cream, one of the two. Who knows? Maybe after lunch. Everybody, this has been DeEtee here on Schooled Thru Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. We'll see you next week. Have a great day, guys. Many blessings. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.